Welcome back to BitCast. The schedule continues. Yes, we did not have a episode last week because I was out of town, but I am back. I'm not in my normal location right now because I am dog sitting for a family member. So hopefully the audio is good here. My only concern is echo because I don't know if you can hear that, but it's very echoey in this room. But this is the only place that was, good enough to do it. But anyways, we are here. We are doing it. And we have quite a bit of news to talk about today, especially since we missed several different things. So, without further ado, let's start with today's episode theme. All right, everyone. So today we will be talking about the Yoshi and the Mysterious Book overview trailer that dropped. I believe it was last week while I was out of town, not 100% sure. Then Nintendo is putting music on Spotify, something I'd never thought I'd heard. And apparently, next up, the iPhone 18 is rumored to have new quote-unquote price-cutting measures to drive the manufacturing costs down. Nintendo is planning another movie in 2028. There is a new storybook chapter added to Super Mario Galaxy 2. Fitting timing because I actually just beat that game, which I'll talk about more then. And then last but not least, I just kind of wanted to revisit the Apple turnover, Tim Cook to John Ternus, and kind of talk about what I'm excited for, some of the products and some things that I want to see. So anyways, we have quite a lot to do today, so we're just going to jump right into it with the Yoshi and the Mysterious Book trailer. So, excuse me. This is the trailer right here. It is a 6-minute trailer, and it is your normal overview trailer for a Nintendo game. So, basically what the trailer goes over is the initial move set for the game. Excuse me, I have a little cough right now. So it goes over the initial move set for the game. Okay, we have ground pounding, jumping, eating, and hover jumping and throwing. It also shows at the end that Bowser Jr. and I forgot the name, the little blue guy, that's like one of Bowser's henchmen, will also be in the game. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I am actually, this weekend's video, which will be dropping tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about Nintendo's marketing strategy, and I'm going to be using this game for example, but I'm going to be honest, this overview trailer, which is what you're seeing right now, in my opinion, was very weak. I felt like I still did not get enough information about the game. Because the game previews, kind of like what they did for Prime 4, came out when this came out too, and I had to watch the game previews to know what it's going to be like the core aspects. Like, for instance, there's this book named Mr. E. Well, I didn't know if that book was going to be the main point, but yes, that is the main point going in there. Another thing, there is no combat in this game besides one boss fight, which you can't die, and from what I've heard, it works very weirdly, but we don't know much about it. So, that is the main point of this game. Now, I have really mixed feelings about this game because I don't know if I'm really interested in it, honestly. It just looks really boring. From the previews that I saw, it looks like this game is significantly aimed towards younger kids. And I don't know if I feel like spending money on it. I don't know, because I need to make content, but I don't want to just get the game for content. And also, I don't have that much money, and I really have to pick, like, what is the big games that I do want to be picking up this year? Because the main point of the game is just going into this book and discovering new creatures, which is fun and it looks really cool. But I mean, I just don't know if I'll enjoy it. Now, I've been debating about this for a while. When they first showed off the game, I was actually really excited about it. I was optimistic. I didn't know what this was going to be about, but I was like, you know what? I'm probably going to really enjoy this game. But now that we know that the main point of the game is just going to be this book, personally, for me, I don't know if I'm going to like that at all. Like, I don't know. And it's such a big struggle because I have other games that I'm eyeing, like Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. That's coming out this month too, which I'm interested in. And then there's Splatoon Raiders, and then what other games that there's gonna be this year. Overall, I'm a bit conflicted. Also, I don't know about the Star Fox game, which we'll talk about that next. It's not in the episode theme, but I just thought about this. But I mean, the gameplay looks really good. I do have to say, I love the art style of this game. And it looks fun from this overview trailer. But I am, again, a bit conflicted. Now, these previews, I don't have any of them pulled up right now, but from what I've seen, people are actually saying the game is actually pretty good. It's actually really fun, even though there's not much to it, and it's geared towards more kids. So that did give me a little hope. I think most people have given it like a 7 or 8 out of 10 so far. And of course, I believe the previews are not the whole game, so you probably can't get the whole thing until you beat the whole game. But y'all, I don't know. Y'all, if you're on YouTube or video listener, make sure you comment down below what you think I should do about this, because like I have not made much like game unboxing this year, because in fact I've only done one, because there just hasn't been big games I've been interested in. We've had life sim games for like all of 2026 so far, and I definitely want to get Splatoon Raiders. I'm basically 100% sure on that. And if there's a Star Fox game, I 100% want to get that. And then if we get this big Ocarina of Time remake as a holiday game, I'm probably going to want to get that, and I'll make content about it. It's just, I don't make a lot of money. I don't get paid to do this, and, you know, I don't have like a big job or anything. So I have to balance it out. And while I do want to make content, if I am going to just buy this game just because I haven't made a bunch of unboxing videos yet, then I don't think it's worth it. Especially when I don't have a lot of money. For instance, like right now I'm debating, okay, am I going to get this new Indiana Jones game or am I going to get this game? Because I really can't afford both. And I'm like, well, I would prefer to get the Indiana Jones game, honestly, just from what I've seen so far, because I just don't think I'm going to be interested in this game. Like, being 100% honest. But then again, it's like, but would my audience, you know? So, y'all, comment down below what you think on that. But overall, I'm not saying this Yoshi and the Mysterious Book game looks bad. It looks really good. I just don't think it's going to be for me. So, that's where I'm at right now, and I'm not really 100% sure what I'm gonna do. So yeah, but yeah, that's the overview trailer. It was a bit of a mid overview trailer because there wasn't much information. I'll just put it like that. But overall, the game looks interesting. It's not too expensive, but $60 is still kind of expensive, guys. So, yeah, that is that game. But next up, Nintendo has published soundtracks from Super Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2 on Spotify. So, This article is from Nintendo Life, and quote unquote here for my audio listeners, since Nintendo is so keen to push its dedicated music app, we honestly weren't expecting to see any official soundtracks added to Spotify anytime soon. Stranger things have happened though, and to celebrate Mario's 40th anniversary, the OSTs from both Galaxy games, I'm paraphrasing that, are now available on Spotify for a limited time. Did y'all expect them to put it on there permanently? No. So, yeah, it is official. It's on here. And I believe, let me deactivate this. Yes. So this is a post from Felix. He used to work at Nintendo Life. But this is what the playlist looks like. Now, I don't use Spotify, so I don't have access to this. I do have Nintendo Music, so, if I did really want to listen to that, then I guess I can go on Nintendo Music, which I don't use, to be honest. But it is nice seeing Nintendo do this. It seems like Nintendo's focus for the 40th anniversary is Galaxy themed, which is okay. But again, just a little quick bit, I guess you could call it. Nothing much, very interesting. This is something I did not expect Nintendo to do this, because Nintendo is very proprietary with everything. So if they have their own music app, I would never in a million years have expected them to do this. But hey, we like to see it. Although it is annoying because they're licensing a lot of their music, and then you can't use them in your video without getting copyright striked. I found that out the hard way not too long ago, unfortunately. But yeah, all right, we have a very interesting and scary topic kind of to talk about next, and that is that, according to this person called Fixed Focus Digital on Weibo, Apple is planning cost-cutting measures for the iPhone 18. This article comes from Mac Rumors. We'll go into reader here. All right, so going on quotes. In a new post on Weibo, the user known as Fixed Focus Digital said that the iPhone 18 features certain manufacturing downgrades that bring it more into the line with low-cost iPhone 18e model. The decision is said to be a cost-cutting measure. Apple has apparently chosen to implement new cost control strategies for the device, including specific downgrades to manufacturing process, which include chips, memory, and more. Which is interesting because we just got a rumor that the iPhone 18 will sport 12 gigabytes of RAM with the A20, which is interesting because this says memory. This may have came out before that. Quote unquote, the move will effectively bring it in line with the 18e model. With the iPhone 17e and 17, the biggest differences are the dynamic island, display size, ProMotion, brightness, and front-facing camera, the ultra-wide camera, and battery life. It's not clear which key differences will remain between the next two devices. Okay, so apparently, according to this guy or person, which their profile is named Fixed Focus Digital, Apple is gonna be cost-cutting internally on the iPhone 18. And this is not good if it happens. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't see Apple doing this. I do not see Apple doing this. I just don't see them doing this. I get it. We're in the RAM shortage, chip shortage, the AI boom, all this junk that's ruining everything. But I don't see Apple doing it. And that's because another rumor, which I don't have pulled up, but according to 9to5Mac, apparently future iPhones may not have MagSafe, which is another thing I would never expect besides for the iPhone Fold, because MagSafe is like a trademark for Apple. Other companies are just now implementing it, and can you imagine Apple getting rid of the feature after other companies implement their feature 5 years later? That's crazy. Apple would never do that. So I'm not sure what they're going to do. Does this mean they're going to start using cheaper RAM that's higher quality? Does it mean they're going to get rid of a CPU or GPU core? I don't know, but if they do any of this, I will be very mad, and I will, yeah, I will not let Apple off the hook for this one. Like, that is, I don't like that. But if that does happen, you may want to pick up a 17, as it's the best value base model like to date. Um, Again, I just don't see Apple doing this, and I mean, I don't know what this Focus Digital person is. He said he has got his information from confirmed verified information using multiple sources. They noted that the information originates from the same source who correctly confirmed the 17E would continue to feature a notch, contrary to false reports that the device would have a dynamic island. Okay, so this person got it right that the 17E would still have a notch, and now we're trusting this person. I don't know. Like, it could happen. Like, I'm not putting it off the table. I just don't see Apple doing it, and I hope they don't do it because I don't think this is a good thing. Like I'd be very mad because I mean, Apple just came out with the best base model phone with the best display, best chip, that camera, all around one of the most solid iPhones to date. And you're telling me that for the next iteration of that phone, they're going to get rid of some of what made the 17 so good because apparently they're making it more like the E. So what, like, could you imagine if Apple got rid of 120 hertz after they finally added it? Can you imagine the outrage that would cause? Like, I just don't see Apple doing this, and I hope they don't do it, but you never know. Apple's done some crazy things, and, the CEO role is changing, but, All right, next up, Nintendo and Illumination have a third movie scheduled for 2028, and people are thinking it's going to be a Donkey Kong movie. So, as you can see right here, this is from Nintendo Wire. This is like a little screenshot of like a little chart thing, and this comes from Universal's official Spanish website. Alright, so, quote, Nintendo Illumination animated partnership isn't coming to an end anytime soon, according to a recently updated reschedule on Universal's Spanish website. A thus far untitled Illumination/Nintendo event film is set for release on April 12, 2028. As one would expect, the film is listed under animation, which is getting fans speculating that this might be a Donkey Kong movie. So, yes, Nintendo seems like they're going to be putting out a movie every year from now on, which I actually have kind of an interesting take on that, which I don't think a lot of newer Nintendo fans will have the same. I think a lot of hardcore fans will have my same take. First of all, let's just dig in. So, basically, it's according to this, fans are speculating that's going to be a Donkey Kong movie. I would love to see a Donkey Kong movie. I'm all for it. And yes, but what I'm not all for is Nintendo releasing a movie every year. Okay? In fact, I think they're doing too many movies. When the Mario movie originally came out, I was really excited. I didn't have any worries because, Nintendo was just dipping their toes. But it now seems that Miyamoto has a newfound addiction to making movies. Because, we had the Mario Galaxy movie this year, we're having the Zelda movie next year, and then the year after that, we're having another movie. And just looking at from his past history, my fear is that Nintendo, if they're going to be doing one every year, they're going to start shifting their focus from gaming, which is what Nintendo is known for, what makes Nintendo. It's literally like what Nintendo, the definition of Nintendo. They're gonna shift focus from that to making movies, and I'm very against that. I love Nintendo's games 10 times more than the movies. I said this in an early episode back when we were talking about how the 3D Mario may not be coming because of the movie. And what I said is, I'd rather Nintendo cancel the Super Mario Galaxy movie than them not have a 3D Mario this year. And that is my type of view going into every single movie. If them having a Zelda movie next year is going to shift focus away from the next 3D Mario, burn every single piece of footage from that movie. Burn the entire film. I don't care. Honestly, if it means Nintendo to focus on making more games and better games, if for them to do that, if it meant that they had to delete and destroy every single movie they've made and scratch every single plan they had, I would 100% say yes, if it meant that they would do that. And my fear is that, judging by this, it looks like Nintendo in the future is planning on having a movie every single year, that they're going to stop focusing on it. And we've seen this. The Mario Galaxy movie was a big thing. And looking back at the past 5 months, we can clearly see that Nintendo's focus was not on the games. And who knows? We're talking about all this marketing strategy going wrong, no Nintendo Directs. Y'all, that might be because of the Galaxy movie. Can you imagine having a movie every year and then having that same thing where they don't put out good games and no Nintendo Directs? That would be awful. I don't care about the movie if that happens. If that's what's going to happen every time, I literally don't care at all about the movie. I wouldn't care if the server farm exploded. I wouldn't care if Nintendo scrapped everything about their movies. I wouldn't care if they ended their partnership with Universal. I would not care. I would not care if the Zelda movie got canceled. I just want them to focus on games. Because that's what I love Nintendo for. I didn't become a Nintendo fan because of the original Mario movie. Yes, I love that movie, and that was actually one of my first Nintendo fan experiences since I'm a newer fan. But that's not what made me fall in love with Nintendo, because while I enjoyed the movie, I came out of it still not really a Nintendo fan. What made me a Nintendo fan was the games and the console and the games that are on that console and how good they are and the story and the franchises like Metroid, Mario, Zelda, all these other things. That is why I like Nintendo. I don't like Nintendo because they make animated films or Zelda movies. I don't care about that, honestly. Like, I like it. It's kind of like one of those things that's like, it's a nice add-on, but you honestly don't care if you have it. That's how I see the movies. They're a nice add-on. I think the movies are really good, and I really enjoy them, but I don't really care if we don't have them. I care about the main core part of Nintendo. So while I'm excited to see a Donkey Kong movie, if it means that they're going to stop focusing on games, then I am not excited. I'd rather them cancel this completely. And any other movie, frankly. So, yeah, that's my standpoint on it. Anyways, all right, we actually have some interesting news yet again. A new lore, as some people have been calling it, a new lore update. And that's because Nintendo has recently updated Super Mario Galaxy 2 to add a new chapter to the storybook in the game. This is actually crazy because this game is almost 15 years old. Actually, it might be 15 years old now. And Nintendo is just now adding a new storybook page, and it is continuing the story of Mari and Lou. And I have not read it in game, but I did watch a Nintendo Land video where he read it out, and it's kind of like giving hope to the end, but it also has to do with some speculation about lore. Just a quick warning, this will be spoilers for the Mario Galaxy movie, so if you haven't seen it, skip ahead of this. I'll try to only take 1 or 2 minutes, so just skip ahead like 2 minutes, and then I'll be done. So basically, there's been some rumors, because it's talking about this little star, there's this, either is a young Peach or a young Rosalina talking to normal Rosalina about a special someone, and that's speculating that it has to do with Peach and Rosalina being sisters in the Mario Galaxy movie, which I honestly, it's not really confirmed, it's all speculation, but I honestly think that that's probably what it is. And I'm actually really excited about this new lore. If they implement it in the games, I'm all for it. Like, I'm all for something new like that, you know? I'm all for it. So overall, it's a nice little interesting update. Speaking of Super Mario Galaxy, I actually just beat Super Mario Galaxy 2 last night at the time of filming this. I really liked the game. I'm not going to get into that because I am planning on having my game review coming next weekend. Don't take my word for that. Plans might change, but Lord willing, if I get it scripted in time and have enough time to film it and make everything, that will be next weekend's video. So make sure you look for it. It's going to be my classic, big, juicy game review of the game. So yeah, I did really enjoy it. I did have some gripes with the game, but the overall lore and the identity of the game was really cool. So this is actually kind of interesting timing now that I just beat the game last night. So I need to find out how to get this chapter, but there was a game update this morning for this, so you do have to update the game to see it. But yeah, that will hopefully be next weekend's video. Super Mario Galaxy 2 review. My first impressions video is like one of my most viewed videos, I think, actually. No, I think it might be my most viewed video, which was crazy. One thing I've learned about YouTube, y'all, is that if you make a video and you're like, you know what, this video, it's probably not going to do well, it will blow up. But then if you make a video and you're like, oh, this is going to be a banger, it won't be a banger. Okay, yeah, I believe it is. As you can see here, it has 578 views. I believe that's my most viewed video so far. I got 6 subscribers. I love y'all's support. By the way, if you're watching this and you're a person who if you watch this or if you subscribe, thank you so much. It honestly makes my day, and it is such a blessing for that. I also think that this video is also becoming one of my most viewed videos too, which is really nice. And then this video is coming tomorrow. I can't show, I already told you what it is, but it is about Nintendo's marketing. So that's this weekend's video. It's publishing tomorrow. 2 days at the time of filming it, but tomorrow for y'all. So yeah, thank y'all for watching that video, and we'll see how my review does. Yeah, anyways, guys, why am I ending the episode? We forgot to talk about John Ternus. No! Okay, so as you probably know, John Ternus is stepping... Oh, my brain. John Ternus is stepping up, I should say. And we had a whole bonus episode about this last week, but I just wanted to kind of go over it again. So first of all, we have some first remarks from John Ternus after this. So on Power On newsletters, so I believe this quote right here is either dictated of kind of what he said or directly from what he said. So per Mark Gurman, John Ternus said this: I am in awe of what you all have done on the services side. I remember when there wasn't much there and there was sort of a plan to grow services, and every day I wake up I kind of go through a series of using our services. Ternus, what are you doing? Whether it's Apple Music or podcast, he's talking about services apparently. I guess that's what this is. We don't care about Apple services right now. Anyways, sorry. So yeah, apparently he said that Apple is about to change the world again with a new product and that there's so much opportunity, which I'm so excited. Him saying that actually got me extremely excited. Like I'm overexcited because he's a hardware guy. He is more Steve Jobs than Tim Cook. And I think this is gonna lead to an epic future along with Johnny Cerrugi. So I'm so excited about that. We'll have to see what he does, and it's kind of nerve wracking because like it's the unknown. Like, will he be at Dub Dub? I'm just so excited. A few of the products I'm most excited for that are rumored to be coming under his reign are the new iPhone Fold, the Apple glasses, and more just hardware focusedness in general. Now, as far as the glasses, I have made my statement before on the other podcasts I do with my friend that I don't think smart glasses are the future, but I am kind of interested to see if Apple markets it not as a replacement for the iPhone, but as like a companion. I think that would be cool. Also, my opinion has kind of developed. Like I've kind of been more open to that idea lately. I'm still against it mainly when it comes to like photography. How are you gonna maneuver the camera if it's just your glasses? But still, the most right now, which is coming up later this year, is the iPhone Fold. It's something I'm not going to get, but I'm really interested to see what it does and how it innovates. So yeah, those are my two most anticipated products. But yeah, it's just so interesting seeing the end of an era. Tim Cook was, despite his flaws, was a really good CEO. I think you have to say he was. And uh, I would honestly say my top two products under his reign, Tim Cook's reign, are probably the Apple Watch and AirPods. I have the Apple Watch Series 10. I'm a newer Apple Watch user actually, and I love this thing. I used to have an Apple Watch Series 1 and it was terrible. Back in the day, the Apple Watch was really bad, but it's evolved so much and it's a really good product. And then AirPods, they're just such good headphones. They're not the most advanced, but they have so good sound quality and so good integration. They could be a Fortune 500 company by themselves. Excuse me. They're just, in my opinion, a really good product. Now, I do have to say, I mean the Apple Silicon Era Max kind of topped that, but it's technically not a new product, and also technically it was really just John Ternus and Johnny Cerrugi who came up with that. So I'm putting Max with Apple Silicon at Ternus's number one basically, because that's so amazing. And I'd probably have to say, if I counted that under Tim Cook's reign, it would have to be number one. That's all I'm saying. But overall, I really do think the Apple Watch is really good. It's just so versatile. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the service addiction by Tim Cook. I hope that goes away with Ternus, but yeah. So anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. And yeah, that is it for today's episode. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for the weekly video, and then hopefully we will have a Galaxy D review next week. And also, one thing I forgot to mention, Star Fox has not been revealed, and today, as of filming, is the last day of April. When y'all are watching this, it'll be the first day of April. I mean, first day of May. But as of filming this at 1:28 p.m. on Thursday, April 30th, they have not revealed it. So Nate the Hate, your rumor is falling apart. I'm going to say some more stuff about that next podcast episode. I just want to mention that briefly. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.